Hello folks, welcome back to another lesson. This one is going out for B Gilly 98. I'm getting through some patron requests. They are varied requests at the moment. Pride and Glory, which is Zach Wild. And this one's Toe in the Line. It's not easy to play, it's quick. I'm going to make some mistakes, but I have tabbed it all out for you, so it's a nice challenge. Tone-wise, I'm just going with a couple of Walrus audio pedals. I got the Julia Chorus, because that comes in a little bit later, and the Iron Horse to give you a bit of a... You know, so just get a nice distortion pedal. Tuning is drop D. So your low E wants to sound like that, matching your 4th string. It's also pretty quick. It's about 153 beats per minute, and there is a triplet like shuffle feel, you know, so you've got that. All that stuff, okay? Now, the first riff starts with, got a bit of War Pigs, haven't you? And then you go into... That's the first phrase. And you got a load of slides, right? Then back down. Back up. Back down. Then we go into these double stops. So that is... You got a little bend and release there. And a pull off, but just with double stops. So one more time. All right, second half of the phrase does this. Okay, so you go up to the 6th fret. So it's down, 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 up. This part, you know, the 4th and 5th, like strums, you can just do 1 if you wanted there. He does vary it up quite a lot throughout this, but I've tabbed it as best I can in case you want all the details. So the first 2 parts then, and then we're going to move on, right? Like that. You repeat it around again. This time though, you just do same thing as before. You're just doing 2 power chords, one here and one here. Like that. Round it another 2 times. Another subtle variant. Just some palm mutes. Round one more. Then you go into this part, okay? So it's basically a D7. And some palm mutes, okay? So slowly then. That's cool, isn't it? So we've got... So your little finger stays on the 5th fret there. And we've got this slide. Again. Little variants. Double stop pull-offs. You got that there. That is where the chorus comes on there, because you hear... I think it comes off again there afterwards, and then in. changes here. Okay, so we've got... So this bit basically then goes... like that. And then we've got a little bit of bluesy stuff coming up, right? But there's some picking as well, so it's... We'll just play it clean, so 3, 4... up to the 3rd fret. All right, once you get to the 3rd fret, we go... The little turnaround goes 1, 2, 3. Into this. So you go to like an A shape, right? Or A5 chord, and then you're going to play... Okay, into that part. There's loads of riffs in this. So, the 12-bar-y phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little fill. Okay. Okay, so you're palm muting. Just like a 12-bar, right? You know, and you're going to keep the A string throughout. A little rest there, subtle bend there. Then we go 2, 3, 4. It does change there. So we've got just some diads. We've got 5 and 4. Chromatically going down. 2, 3, 4. Then you change. Like that. Same as before, you're just playing... Bit of Batman, right? Then you go... So it's 2, 3, 4. And then a D5. Or a big old power chord. Slide. And you're back into that, right? That goes around 2 times of it. So you have... And then... Subtle difference here is, rather than doing that, he's just doing... And then you've got... Just repeating what you've done before, really. Again, you're repeating this part. Into the chorus. Four of those then. Now it goes into to sort of halftime feel-ish. It's about 60 beats per minute. So we'd have... Then we've got... You got that little harmony coming in there. It's pretty straightforward. And then we have... And then another harmony. And then back down. Back into that. Guitar's clean now and there's some fills, right? So it's the chorus part. And then we got this fill. Okay, so the first fill. That's cool, isn't it? So we have... That's a bit of the tab, right? So you want it nice and smooth. Like that, okay? Second time. And it keeps going around. Then we go to some palm muting though, so it's... We get some beef. I think we've got some distortion in this. We have into that stuff, right? There's a solo that comes in there. The rhythm part is a whole section that I've already tabbed out. So just go back through that and you'll see where it says start rhythm and end rhythm. Then coming out of that, we're going to another chorus part. 1, 2, 3. When we go up here, you just extend it and play it twice. Into that. Now this part actually goes into a sort of straight eighth notes. Well, you've got wah as well. I haven't plugged that in, but you know, use your imagination. It's easy enough. You have... Lovely riff. Very bluesy, right? Second phrase goes. You got double stop there. And then the next one. If you can get a harmonic, go for it. Slightly different there. You've got an extra note in there. And then again. I think that is actually clean, to be honest. Because then you put the distortion on, sorry. So you have... all that stuff, right? There's a turnaround. And then back in, subtle variation. I think you stay there for the first time. Second time plays. So you just move up for that one. Third time. You got that going on. and then the last bit. And that, folks, is it. Hope you enjoyed that one. I know people will be asking for the solos. Honestly, some parts of this are so quick. I can't imagine many people can play it. But there you have it. Hope you enjoy it. See you soon.